Oh shit. Sloth done fucked up. Again.
Hey, you want to co-op again?
Michael, fuck off.
What?
You gave me cyberherpes last time.
I didn't know they would go on your video, man. I swear to God, I'm telling the truth here.
They have been spamming your channel for a week! How did you not think that would happen?
I thought the internet police would handle it.
Get the fuck out of my home, now!
And then there's I.
Henry, what do you want?
You want to do a co-op? I mean, I know I've flown all the way from Ireland to America, broken into your home, and have a gun in my hand for some unexplained reason. But yeah, want to co-op?
Fuck yeah, I do! Let's do it!
How you like me now? 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 How you like me now?
Okay, so the first satcom is done and over with. Now let's look for something new I can sink my teeth into. Hopefully it won't be a popular bandwagon so we don't look like low-hanging fruit pickers. Huh? What's this? A video by RTP? Well, fine, I guess I can check out what that thing has to offer. Well, time to call the others.
Well, Sloth, I'm here for our little time alone.
And I'm here for plot convenience.
Damn it, Mav, you are too young for a threesome.
Well, guess what? I have a mixtape, so you're all my bitches now. By the way, what are we even doing here?
We're doing a commentary on a video that makes me want to support MRAs.
Well, I can tell we're gonna have a bad time.
Well, I don't get it. What's the threat?
Hey, Henry!
Yeah?
You're a fucking nerd when it comes to editing, presentation, acting, and all that good shit that comes with it, am I right?
I mean, I usually spend my time masturbating over the greatness of Pulp Fiction's acting, so yeah.
Great! So can you explain why this intro is so fucking shit?
Oh, of course, so let's commence.
Great! And wait, did you just plagiarize the sock commentary?
Shut the fuck up. As I was saying, so let's start off with the opening of your video. You start by making that, ha ha ha, we're gonna do this before the bandwagons, which is cool and all. Then the issue presents itself in the fact that your delivery is that of Satan. I mean, ignoring the fact that your wording is generic is all fuck, there's the issue presenting itself in the cut between you saying,
Hopefully it won't be a popular bandwagon so we don't look like low-hanging fruit pickers. Huh?
yeah, hear that audio cut? Yeah, good fucking audio editing, Director Slothboy. Then we have another issue rearing its awfully unwanted head in the fact that your intro is oddly similar to Gail's intro in her commentary on Tamashi and Brandon.
A video by RTP? Well, fine, I guess I can check out what that thing has to offer. Well, time to call the others.
We've also made a top 10 worst Elite 4 members list in a similar vein on Brandon's channel.
Any bets on how painful that video's gonna be? Fuck it, let's see how bad it really is.
You'd have to pay me to touch that one.
Well, more for me, let's do this shit.
Yeah, see? But hey, plagiarizing bot members has always worked for people. And then we introduced Kurumi Fan. By the way, I'm still not over November, Redden.
Oh, shut up! You loved it and you know it!
Please kindly fuck off. Anyway, we introduced him by having him laugh. What? Wanting to have sex? Sure. But maybe that would work, I guess? I mean, again, like the intro, it's not bad because of what it is. It's just the delivery. I mean, there's your... You're really trying hard to impersonation of being seductive. Ooh. There's also, and I have to get this out here, your discount-looking fucking Ryuko avatar. Like, seriously? Am I the only one? Redden? Man, you feel me, homie?
I hate black people.
Well, whatever. Did I mention how I hate Mav and Kurumi Fan just kind of enter the video? Like, no effort? Like, you just had them appear? There's not even like a joke made about it. You just kind of avoid the fact that you're just completely incompetent in regards to writing witty or interesting videos. But hey, no point seeking help. You'd rather continue on your crusade and never improve. That's the best way to do it!
But honestly, this is Slothboy we're talking about, so were you really expecting much out of him at this point?
I mean, he seemingly got rid of Crystal Angers, the totally real amazing commentator.
You mean Sloth's sock account?
Shh, don't say it out loud. You'll upset him.
But didn't you already expose that?
What are you talking about? That was a rant on Jim Sterling. I mean, what else would it be? Seriously, don't mention it. Sloth will go after us all if we do.
I mean, he's a radical feminist now. Isn't that what all radical feminists do anyways?
Yeah, but the MRA hater army thing, yeah, that's real, I guess. I don't know, Eiler, are surprisingly strong. I mean, they do have such good choices in regards to pitchforks. Honestly, it kind of amazes me they haven't destroyed us all yet.
But back on a more serious note, to add on to everything Henry said, not only was the tone of voice within the delivery from Mav and Crew and Me fans so monotone and low-key that they make Mr. Plinkett sound like the most energetic person alive, but all three of you have absolutely no chemistry. I don't buy the fact that Mav and Crew and Me fan would be willing to work with Sloth for a try-up, or let alone have a desire to hang out with either Sloth or each other like they try to establish in the intro. In fact, they just sound like two commentators that don't want to be there, but were dragged into doing so by Sloth. And all those things combined are the major reason why all the jokes that involve two or three of them end up falling flat, along with the commentary just coming across as dull and just not fun to watch. Guess what happens when a commentary is not fun to watch? It becomes a chore to sit through. Guess what happens when it becomes a chore to sit through? It becomes boring as shit. And guess who actually wants to sit through a commentary that's boring as shit? No one. The worst thing that you could possibly do with a commentary, aside from making shit arguments, is make a commentary that fucking cures insomnia. And you guys do exactly that, on top of making either shit arguments or really dumb nitpicks no one aside from all three of you would actually care about. Also, Sloth, what was the point of saying that the video made you want to support MRAs? In fact, what in the fucking shit in hell does that have to do with gender issues? I know it's a joke and all, but like, it is just so out of fucking nowhere given that the topic at hand has absolutely 100% nothing to do with gender issues. And I would be way more forgiving about it and not give a shit if it was an attempt at random humor, but it's not. It's obviously a joke that is supposed to have actual logic and more of a structure behind it. Because of that, the joke doesn't really work and it completely falls flat.
Welcome, ladies and germs. This is a syndicate of outcasted commentators gracing you with our appearance.
Now today we're doing a commentary on Roaring Thunder Pursuit's response to Blazing Rant's commentary on him.
Oh, and we had this in the planning for a very long time now, but it took a while to actually greenlit, but because we're, well, lazy idiots. But we're here now, so calm your tits.
So aside from the fact that you're off in regards to your choice of wording, it would actually be to actually be greenlit, not to actually greenlit. There's also the fact that what you're trying to say is kind of strange. So are you saying the script was done and no one in the SOC would approve it? I mean, I know you meant it took a while, but damn, you're fucking awful in regards to wording. Learn to grammar.
And then there's the elephant in the room. While I'm completely okay with you three taking 2 months to make a group commentary, hell, as someone who has been a member of a group channel for 2 years now, I could completely understand why it would take you that long to get the commentary done since shit happens that are out of your control. So I can completely get behind that. What I can't get behind is the fact that you three are commentating on RTP, aka someone that so many people have already commentated on at this point. And while that in of itself isn't the real issue here, in fact, it can still be done well if done right, and this is coming from someone who did this with his first few commentaries. The problem is that the topic at hand hasn't been relevant for the past couple months now due to the fact that RTP deleted his channel, went on to create a new channel, and moved on from the topic at hand by focusing on other projects on his new channel. And on top of that, everyone in the CC moved on from the situation as well. So with that and the fact that so many others have already commented on RTP addressing the same issues you guys address in this commentary and mine, yeah, there really was no reason for you guys to commentate on the video whatsoever. In the same way that there was no reason for Sloth to co-op with himself on Ernie's try-up on Jason Marie Jr. due to the issues with that commentary being resolved way before he commentated on it. In the same way that there was no reason for Sloth to co-op with himself yet again on that one guy who raised concerns about Rise of the Tomb Raider, only to have most, if not all of the guy's concerns addressed after he initially uploaded the video and way before Sloth made a co-op on it. And especially Especially in the same way Sloth had no reason to call up with DiCaprio on the Orion video for Sock, since they added nothing new or interesting to warrant a commentary on someone who has been as covered to fucking death as the Orion broadcast. My point is that I find it absolutely frustrating how the vast majority of the videos Sloth commentates on, whether it be on his own channel or it be on Sock, are either videos that are way beyond irrelevant, or it's a fucking bandwagon that has been covered to vomit-inducing levels without actually bringing any new or interesting points. Or both!
There's also MRAs!
Bruh, it's bad enough that Sloth arbitrarily brings it up at the beginning of the video. Don't make it worse.
So basically, aids the commentary.
Exactly.
Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, we purposely structured our exposition like that just so everyone gets a word in.
Firstly, why the shitty trivia? Secondly, stop being arbitrary and sacrificing intelligent structure for an excuse to give everyone a participation award.
What is up, Gobies and Homeheads? In this episode, you will bear witness to the manipulation of a particular online user. They will be brought to their knees, in the name of justice. Well, prepare yourselves, for what you're about to see will set a standard well above anything you have seen before. And in this video you will bear witness to true online justice, as the victim is a legitimate online bully, and they will be dealt with accordingly. I do hope you experience significant satisfaction while viewing this video.
He isn't in sync with his intro. Is that bothering anyone else, or is that just me?
Is it just me, or when you ask a question like the one you just asked, should a co-op partner not respond? Redden? Oh well, if you're gonna make an effort to actually do a try—
Sorry, I was taking the most massive dump there. What did I miss?
Oh, fuck you, completely ruined my joke. Now I'm never gonna go to Harvard. What have you done? As I was saying before my joke was ruined, Redden.
Oddly enough, I've been told I'm very good at that.
Go die in a fucking hole. Anyways, as I was trying to say before, if you're gonna make an effort to do a try-up, actually interact. Especially when you set out a statement which, when said, kinda sounds off with any sort of response. Seriously, Slothboy, I have an ongoing issue of your co-ops and your inability to interact with people, and you still haven't learned. Seriously, please, get good.
And to add on to this, what was the point of cutting away just to ask such an insignificant question that honestly should have been audio ducted? Like, it isn't just this commentary, this goes for all of Sloth's commentaries on his own channel and Sock as well. There are so many moments like this in those commentaries where they should have been audio ducted, but for some strange, odd, godforsaken reason wasn't, and instead cuts away from the video, thus adding unnecessary padding to the commentary. Sloth, why is it so hard for you to do something as ridiculously easy and minimalistic as audio ducting?
As always, say hi to your gnome for me. Commencing troll in 3, 2, 1.
So much wrong here. First off, if you're trying to be anonymous, the whole shtick doesn't work since we already know what you look like. Even if you never showed your face before, not concealing your face entirely defeats the purpose of anonymity.
Not necessarily. I mean, sure, he's not fully anonymous, but if this was all we saw of him, we still wouldn't know what he looked like without the hoodie on, so it doesn't flat out ruin the idea.
But that is looking past the fact that RTP most likely did this intro bit because he thought it would look cool, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So really, at the end of the day, why does it matter? Does it hurt the video? No? Then shut up and quit nitpicking.
Second off, and I hate recycling points from previous commentaries, but do you even know what a bully is? A bully would be someone who uses superior strength or influence to exude control over those who are weaker. All Blazin did was make a video on you. Yeah, she sounds snarky at times, but she's only doing it to play a character.
But it's not directed towards Blaze. I know this because, unlike you, I have great analyzation skills, and I notice how he never says anything related to cyberbullies or trolls outside of the intro, let alone directed at Blaze. So I can almost guarantee that this was a monologue written specifically for the intro in an attempt to enhance the cool factor of the intro. That is all. Quit nitpicking.
Third off, why must you resurrect dead rage faces? People stopped using them when Half-Boiled Hero dropped them as an avatar.
Oh look, a name drop of another commentator, wonderful! I mean really, that's just fantastic, Slothboy! 10 out of 10! You're the best! Suck! Bop! Ugh!
Also, was this a joke? If so, then it sounded way too genuine to actually sound like one. If it wasn't, then again, why does it matter to you? Does it actually hurt the commentary? No. Then stop pointing out shit that are non-issues.
Also, you do realize that your maymays aren't dank enough for YouTube, and I know this, 'cause I was a maymay once upon a time ago.
Ha, 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 ha.
My favorite YouTuber, #1 fan, Blazing Rants and Commentaries.
Why'd you say? I couldn't hear you over your music there for a second.
Music? Music? I mean, really? Are you going there? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Hey guys, I'm Background Fan 27. Isn't music? Get your terms right, Mav, or go back to making shitty mixtapes.
She made 2 videos about me, one like 13 minutes and one 56 seconds. But before I get started, I liked the video already, and I commented saying loved it before I even got started. Alright, I ain't even watched it yet. I probably saw the first 30 seconds, and I thought to myself, she gon' kill me.
You liked the video and left a comment saying you loved it? If you're trying to troll her, fail troll is fail. Because the #1 rule of trolling is that you never publicly state that you're a troll, fucktard.
I think what RTP was trying to say is that he liked the first 30 seconds of the video and assumed the rest of the video would be just as good. Not once in that statement did he even hint at referring to trolling. How did you even come to that conclusion that he was talking about trolling? Seriously, this is mind-boggling right here. I'd really like to know.
Also, you said if you were trolling as if there was another possibility, and yet you conclusively say, nah, brah, he was trolling. There's no way it could have been anything else. Like, why? Like Henry said, he never said anything about liking the video before watching with the intent to troll Blaze. All you guys did was put words in his mouth and arbitrarily assumed that he was in fact trolling. You're not proving him wrong. You're just making yourselves look like assumptuous jackasses.
Well, you weren't wrong. Blaze killed you completely in that video.
Why, thank you for that pointless statement. You added so much to the commentary there.
What was the point of that interjection? I mean, I know you want to set a record for the highest amount of unnecessary interjections on a commentary. I mean, that's cool and all, man, but come on, we don't need you dick-sucking people while you're setting records. Keep it classy.
This isn't how you troll. I know this. I have trolled people in the CC before.
Even though he wasn't trolling, how is it not good trolling? I mean, he liked the video, said he loved it with no real evidence, and the fact that he was trolling until his response came out. It's hard to see where the flaw in this trolling appears. Also, Mav, when have you ever trolled anyone successfully? I mean, Mav, I know you're living in your own little fantasy world where you're cool, funny, and all your mixtapes are loved, but no, never. Please stop. Fuck off.
RTP literally stands for anything. Anything, nigga. Anything. I'm anything and everything. Alright, no, I'm just playing, but.
So you are Ron Thumbtack Potatoes? Okay, then.
Ha! Witty and clever joke! Ha ha! You're a god! Ha ha!
Fortunate enough to get in my line of sight.
Oh shit, she got a sniper scope?
Oh, joy.
That's hardcore shit.
Wow, you are easily impressed. Well, now instead of a master sword, I will have a gun for the rest of this video.
Look, I know you want to be the top joker around, but if you're gonna make a joke like this, why not edit a picture of a gun? Hell no, why not edit a picture of Toon Link as the truest marine? If you're gonna go somewhere, you gotta go the full way, baby!
Fucking God. If you're gonna talk over her, lower her fucking volume. Normally, I'd prefer if you just shut the fuck up altogether, but I'm commentating on you, so I kinda need to know what you're saying.
I could hear him fine. I could hear Blaze fine. I think anyone with an above average attention span could make out what they were both saying just fine. This is no different than a bunch of assholes talking shit on a live stream. Quit nitpicking.
I think I know of a better solution here. How about getting your hands on a video downloader? Hey, I know everyone said it already, but it would help.
Right. Currently fan, thank you, buddy. You just summed up why this video was a bad idea. Almost any good points the three of you make have already been stated by plenty of other people. And when you do make an original point, what does it amount to? Horse shit that nobody could take seriously. Like, seriously, guys. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Perfect summary. Thank you.
After this video...
Oh shit. Bro, look, check this out. Right here. I did comment that. I remember that. This was like, that's probably what I got up to so far. Anything past this point, I have not seen it yet. So this is going to be It's gonna be good.
No, let me just clarify something so you guys will understand my position. I appreciate having people who enjoy my content. I appreciate my fans and subs and all that. However, being a fan or subscriber of mine does not make you exempt from my criticism if and when it's needed. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to go off on every single flawed video I find. That's just ridiculous. If I find a video that's bad enough to be worth my time, then I'll help myself, thank you. I was originally going to commentate on RTP's video directed at Michael Schomer. However, I was too slow, and Gail got to it before me. I'll put a link to her commentary in the description.
Wait, there's another one? I gotta watch that one too. Oh shit, the link in the description box said strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Holy shit. Alright, let me continue. I'm just wasting time right here.
Nah, you think? Oh, and just a point of fact, shit like this happens a lot in this video, so when he does it, I'm just gonna skip it.
Spoilers! He never does!
Also, did you notice how that took him almost a minute and a half to make another interjection due to Sloth not editing shit out? Yeah, more on that later.
Before I really start tearing it apart, let me introduce you to the players. A new commentator
Oh, there
known
goes
as
Tyler.
Codes, or Tyler, made his first commentary on Teen Gohan Fighter. And yeah, Gohan had one little thing to say about it. Not so much about Tyler or the commentary, but more about how the Ketchum Cube argument was valid. Not really much to say about that. However,
Which it is valid. That's a valid feat. I proved that shit, so yeah. I'll link that bitch too.
his little co-op partner decided to get so up in arms about it.
Wait, what did she say?
Commentary on the video. Ladies and gentlemen, meet
No, go back a little bit. What did she say?
players. A new commentator.
Redden, so you can edit this out? Like, at all?
Nope! Because for Sloth, making actual efforts to edit shit out is too much work for him.
Oh, makes sense. I mean, having any camera interest in quality and content is way too 2015 anyway.
November 2015 to be exact.
You suck.
Well, maybe if you didn't do a piss-poor attempt at a reaction video, you could probably make this look professional. But since you had to replay the clip, you wasted a few seconds of my time. And those seconds add up.
I would have loved it if you just skipped RTP dicking around, because Slothboy, you've already made it clear that he's wasting time. So what does this point amount to? Information that you've already made clear. And you didn't skip it like you said you would.
Okay, there goes me. Speeding up for time.
If that opening segment was supposed to be some kind of joke relating to your first reaction to said comment, then bruh, pick a reaction and stick with it. All the reactions together in this awkward mess of you mugging the camera at multiple angles. It's awkward, it's creepy, and you just burst my personal space bubble. Fuck you, nobody burst my personal space bubble.
Okay. I molested your personal space bubble? Sorry, hey guys, I violated Blaze's personal space bubble. Good, because I'm going to be doing it all day and night.
I fucking hate you.
Come on, Slothboy. No crazy insults? Nope, you're just sitting there in a monotone voice? That's not the Slothboy I've come to know and not really like at all. But yeah, come on. Stick up, keep your game consistent. Come on.
That was sexual harassment and you know it!
Oh man, that joke would have been funnier if Sloth made it. Wait, why didn't he? It would have made the joke far more effective if it was part of Sloth's actual joke.
Because Mav has to be the Joker around here, remember?
I would prefer if I didn't so I don't have to contemplate suicide.
Moving on. Oh, I'm just going to read this comment aloud. Because, well, I just found it very, very interesting. You acted like a bitch, and for 6 minutes on a one-shot. Oh wait, I am sorry, shots. Then just brought up more reasons why you are wrong. Here is a hint on the name. A one-shot means you only have 1 point to interject. Nothing is plural with one. GG, dipshit. GG.
Wait, were you correcting yourself, or were you talking to Blazin? I honestly cannot tell thanks to your shitty video construction skills. Another thing, stop fucking reenacting what you're saying in Blazin's video. We're not stupid, we can tell it's you.
Wait, so you knew he was only reenacting what he was saying in his video to Caden, yet you still questioned what he was doing there. Okay, question. What was the point of asking what he was trying to get across only to answer your own question immediately afterwards? Really seems pointless to ask the question at that point, don't you think? Not only that, but it just comes across as making a point for the sake of making a point and nothing more.
Wait, that was him? Really? Jeez, I've made an incredible discovery today.
Great joke, really. I loved it. I loved it. Really, you played off Slothboy really well. Your obvious sarcasm had me on the floor. Redden had to contact a hospital, give me some help. Your joke had me... it changed my life forever. I'm never gonna be the same. Your joke has just made me a fucking new person.
And then the nurses discovered Henry to be an immigrant and sent him back to his country.
Whoa, that's racist, man. Come on.
What? How?
Because the media said so. I mean, did you not pay attention to what they said about Donald Trump being racist?
I think he was reminding himself because he has a bigger ego than mine, and mine is the size of Texas.
Ha.
Dude,
Ha.
sounds like writing
Ha.
a script, right?
Ha.
I remember myself in
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Caden's description of a one-shot is that a person only focuses on one interjection and not multiple interjections. I don't think Caden here knows what a one-shot is. A one-shot is to achieve in a single attempt or action.
Yeah, your screen capping is really freaking weird. It almost looked like you cut something out. So I looked at that same definition myself, and look at that. You did cut something out. One shot, adjective. Achieved with a single attempt or action. Done, produced, or occurring only once. So why did you do that?
I did that because all of Michael's points in one try within one video, it is considered a one-shot. Yeah, that's my example.
Oh, so that's why you conveniently cut out the second part.
No. I didn't do that on purpose, okay? Excuse me. Like, my iPad was just, I had it on the side like this, and I didn't feel like scrolling it down, because if I did, the time and everything would have gotten in the way, so I was like, fuck it. So I just didn't want to mess with it, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, keep that piece of information in mind, because this is going to make Sloth look dumb later in the video.
An adjective and a definition are two completely different things. Definition is to define a word or phrase to the exact meaning, so whether if I cropped it out or not, that was by accident too, doesn't really matter. So it's like, because I still kind of got my point across.
Fucking what? No, seriously. I have no idea what just happened right now.
Okay, this is getting annoying. You keep going, you fucking what, mate? I can't understand what you were trying to say or do there. And it makes me want to cry every time you do that because of how the context behind the point is right in front of your fucking face. But I guess I gotta hold your hand and spell it out to you letter by letter since you apparently have the attention span of a dead hamster. He was saying that definitions and adjectives are not one and the same. And because of this, Blaze and everyone who brought it up to him over and over again were wrong. Now, RTP is half right here. Definitions and adjectives are not one and the same. But the problem with RTP's point here is that adjectives are one of the many categories that describes the type of attribute the definition in question falls under. Not some fucking arbitrary sub-definition that has nothing to do with the actual fucking definition itself like he tried to make it out to be. That was given to you on a silver fucking platter, and you couldn't even bring that up. Like, seriously, how inept do you have to be to not understand what he was trying to fucking say? That, like, seriously, oh my fucking god, you are so unfucking real.
You say what type of word it is. Wait, no. He didn't pass 6th grade. Never mind. So if you excuse me, let me cry about how much high school sucks. And also another thing, if it didn't matter, why bring it up?
God, I hate you so fucking much right now. He was not saying that whether the definition Blaze gave was valid or not did not matter. What he was saying was that the definition being cropped out in his video on Caden did not matter because, according to RTP, mind you, it did not discredit his overall point. You're not debunking his points. You're quote mining. Go away.
Also, with how you stated your point with your joke, the general confused nature of how the joke sounded is very unscripted. And like when you're trying to pass off your mistake as a part of the joke, you probably should have done a retake instead. And even if that wasn't the case in your joke wasn't funny either. I mean, it was just very, why? I mean, you're saying he didn't pass 6th grade and then you want to complain about how much high school sucks? Okay? There's not much of a joke here. I know it's a joke because of how it's delivered, but the joke itself is just flat. I mean, all your other jokes are bad, but this one's just confusingly bad.
think that didn't work, because the way you used it makes no sense. You claim that you destroying all of Michael's points in one shot in one video is considered a one-shot, but by that logic, almost every solo commentary ever is considered a one-shot. A one-shot commentary simply means to make one interjection in the video. That is all. I counted about 6 interjections that you made, and that's not including the text you had in parts where Michael was speaking. You conveniently cut out the part of done, produced, or occurring only once, because it would obviously destroy your excuse. While Caden's wording was way off the mark, he was still trying to explain that you did not make a one-shot commentary, but rather a full commentary, if I was generous enough to call it that.
The phrase one shot isn't even a word. It's just a phrase, and an adjective at that. Now, an adjective is a word or phrase meaning an attribute added to or grammatically related to a noun to modify or describe it, but it does not define it for. Let me give you an example, because a one shot in certain particular cases like this one is what you're talking about, only one interjection, to where one shots can be like sniper rifles taking out their targets in one hit. There is no defined meaning to the exact phrase of a one shot, for a one shot can be used in any given subject. That'll be like trying to find the definition of my name, because an adjective is related to a noun. And to describe this noun, not to describe this definition. This has no meaning. A one shot has literally no defined meaning. That's what definitions are for.
When did Blazin said that one shot was a word? Well, she says that Caden worded himself wrong. That doesn't mean she said one shot's a word.
Oh my fucking god! She just got done talking about the definition of one shot! She would never even bother to bring it up if it wasn't a real word! You're not proving RTB wrong! In fact, you're adding on to his point that one shot is not an actual word, you fucking dumbass!
Calling Tyler a DBZ-tard, and etc. And I literally sat there and refuted all of them.
Now you're just straight up lying. Michael had one interjection that involved more.
Hold up! Wait, wait. Let me see why I lied.
Not multiple interjections. So his video is in fact a one-shot. And as far as you debunking his points, yeah, I think Gail already explained how you didn't.
So I didn't see that video yet. I might watch it later.
Caden's broken logic.
Look, guys, he's skipping pointless bullshit that doesn't add anything to the commentary or doesn't have intentions to cover like he promised he would do. Okay, I can understand leaving in clips that are long to give the full context behind a point you're covering, but here's a couple crucial things that you should take into account in order to not drag your commentary out. 1. Keep only what you actually need to get the full context across, because there are several times in the video where you keep RTP's interjection in that you never end up responding to, and then when you do respond to an interjection he makes, it usually turns out to be the last 45 to 60 seconds of the 2 minutes of RTP's video that's left between your last interjection and your next interjection, so you're actually leaving unneeded filler that is dragging your video out, which is hilarious given how you made a point about Blaze not wanting to drag out the video, yet you dragging out the video is the very reason why your video is 30 minutes long when it could have very easily have been 20, hell, even 15 minutes if you took the time of day to edit out unneeded filler like that. But again, that's usually the case. There are also times in your commentary where you do need that much time out of the video to get the full context in, which leads to my second point. 2. If you do in fact need that much time out of the video to get the full context across, then speed up the video. I'm not saying speed it up to a point where no one can understand what's being said, but enough to where it shaves out a significant amount of time out of the commentary. Remember when I did a lot of that in my last commentary on you, Sloth? Had I not done that, my commentary would have dragged on to high hell and would have lasted way longer than it should have. Like this commentary for the past 15 minutes. So in other words, learn to fucking edit shit, or, quit being lazy and actually put in the effort to make sure that these easily avoidable problems are not in your videos. Jesus, for someone who got onto RTP for being lazy by not getting a video downloader, you seem to be just as lazy as he is. In fact, I think you're even lazier than RTP in comparison, because at least he had a reasonable excuse for the lower quality videos and was actually showing a desire to want to make his video quality better. Your video had been in the works for 3 months on a fucking computer rather than an iPad. More on that later. There is absolutely no reason for the overall quality of the video to have been on par with RTP's video on Blaze with that much time and resources on your hands to work with.
I know I twisted his words.
You claim that I twist Michael's words, yet for some odd reason I'm asking for proof, because the only thing I see within my video towards Michael is me refuting and invalidating his claims.
Cut out key parts of the definition.
You claim that I'm taking key parts of a definition out. Adjectives have literally nothing to do with a definition. Definitions define the exact meaning of words or phrases, not adjectives. What are you talking about?
And distorted the remains of it by excuse, but you guys understand.
I didn't understand what you were saying. You sounded like a rapper. I thought you was Busta Rhymes. Every time I feel like I gotta get mad, you smell like mayonnaise. Basically, you're complaining about what the video should logically be called, what the video should be called.
You vacuous retard! She was calling you out for pretty much falsely advertising your video. It's like me making a top 10 video and calling it a cooking show. Call it what it is, not what you want it to be.
The fuck are you talking about? That wasn't his point. Hell, that wasn't even Blaze's point. RTV was saying that, to him, mind you, Kanan's point made no sense, and hopefully his audience would understand that it didn't make any sense to them either. Then Blaze pointed out how he falsely presented information in an attempt to make people think that what Kanan said made no sense, when in fact it does when you actually give the full context. Then RTV responded to that and ended his point by arbitrarily bringing up what the title of the video should have been according to her, despite the fact that Blaze said nothing about how his video should have been titled. And then your retarded ass threw some selective ass here and thought that they were talking about how his video should have been titled, when that wasn't what they were talking about until RTB arbitrarily brought up at the end of his point for no reason. So if anyone's the retard, that'll be you for not actually paying attention to what the fuck was going on. God damn.
How in the hell would you know that cheese smells like mayonnaise? That has got to be the most random, unclassy statement I have ever heard. That's like me saying your video titles make me think they taste like Kit Kats.
Kuromi fan, it was a joke, do you even? And on top of that, where have you been? Because of the past 5 minutes or so, you barely appeared, and when you have, it's been for a minimalist joke that isn't very funny, and it's delivered in such a low tone, with no emotion, making me question, why are you here, you imbecile?
Oh, and speaking of titles, yeah, the better option is to label your videos in a way so that people know exactly what it is and what it's about, rather than the trash that you put as the titles.
You know what one of my favorite aspects of this video is? How many of the points we'd have someone, mostly Slothboy, but whatever, make a point, and then Kurumi and Mav, or Slothboy, but that rarely happens, would make a point immediately after said person makes a point, but then they still leave it in. Not only does this demonstrate to me that you are clearly amateurs in regards to making points and such, it also shows me that you make your scripts separately and then just record your points. Because if you didn't, I'm pretty sure shit like this wouldn't slip through the cracks so easily. I mean, the many cracks in this commentary. Actually, it's starting to make sense now.
Your friend is trying to offer softwares and stuff to help boost the quality of your videos, to which
oh my god, I had explained to him that thanks for the shit, but my shit don't work. My computer right here that I'm kicking don't work. It don't work.
Then how are you making this video? You obviously have 2 computers, so your laziness is inexcusable.
Oh, so that's why you conveniently cut out the second part.
No. I didn't do that on purpose, okay? Excuse me. Like, my iPad was just, I had it on the side like this, and I didn't feel like scrolling it down, because if I did, the time and everything would have gotten in the way, so I was like, fuck it. So I just didn't want to mess with it, so I was like, yeah, you know, my iPad.
Yeah, that was left in your commentary. And yet you still somehow missed that part and automatically assumed that he had a second computer, despite the fact that he wouldn't need to take a screenshot from his iPad if he had a second computer. Yeah, you are aware that video editing softwares aren't exclusive to computers, right? You can actually edit videos through phones, tablets, and the iPod Touch, given that all Apple products outside of the basic iPod models have iMovie pre-installed onto them. Yeah, this is why you don't make baseless assumptions like that, especially ones that take absolutely no thought to think of.
Michael's point was not about you using expensive editors or any of that bullshit. In fact, his argument wasn't even about editing at all. His point was about your adamant refusal to use any kind of video downloader for your
How can I refuse to do something I want to do when the stuff that I want to do with the stuff I want to do with isn't available to me because the shit is broken or the shit is too goddamn expensive?
Here's a brilliant idea. Don't make videos until you can actually do what you want to do. I'm not saying this just to tell them to quit. I legit think that you should stop for the moment and come back when you get your tech issues sorted out.
Or how about this? Don't make videos at all.
You know, I think statements like this prove why you shouldn't be making this video. RTP deleted his channel and isn't making videos anymore. Who are you even talking to at this point? RTP isn't gonna listen, and even if he did have a channel, what is he gonna actually do? Oh, Mav. Making another one of them witty jokes. You're just really giving yourself such a good representation. Jem would be envious right now.
And several free video downloading software.
I can't download
it. Are very easy to install.
My shit is broken. I told
require installing. You instead prefer to use a camera and a mic to record clips in very scratchy, grainy.
Okay, you know what? She's right. I do. It's not crystal clear like Screw Attack's video or the Saiyan 17's video or like High YouTuber. My crappy camera and mic. Let's talk about this real quick. I'm gonna hop on my channel here. Hulk vs. Doomsday. My death battle has 97,000 people watching it. Goku vs. Superman 2 death battle. 35,000 views. And on it, I have over 1,000 likes. Bro, but like at the end of the day, my crappy quality, my camera and my mic is sure as hell. Can you please close the door? Thank you.
Oh my fucking god! Why the hell are we still here? What does him asking someone to close the door have to do with your next argument to justify keeping it in the commentary? It better be for a damn funny joke.
Alright, that's enough. The reason your death battles got so many views is because people are already fans of Death Battle to start with. But like I said before, Blazin meant the shitty quality of your commentaries, since that's all we know you for. You can't just go around apple picking your other videos with the best reception to try and shield your shitty videos. That's just underhanded.
But even then, that's implying his death battles had quality to them to begin with. Seriously, recording a Mugen match or editing a death battle that Screwtack already made is apparently hard work that deserves to be recognized. You know, I feel like I'm missing something here.
And the fact that DBZ characters always win, I mean, I guess someone's in denial.
Did you know I've never seen any of RTP's death battles? You know, this video Slothboy just said nobody in the CC knows him for? Yeah, if you're gonna say that DBZ characters have always won, I'd love to see evidence of that. Because how am I, someone who's never seen those videos, supposed to take your word for it when I, 1, don't have access to his channel, 2, don't know any of the opponents in these death battles, 3, have any screenshots or evidence to prove your point in the first place? Learn to evidence.
One last thing. You called me a bitch. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you have shown your face on YouTube?
Ah, yes, the whole "you're not showing your face" claim. Let me ask you something. When was the last time showing your face in a public setting made you any kind of badass? The last time I checked, showing your face in a public setting is something that most people do every day, every time they walk outside of their homes.
Yeah.
Should we be getting medals for that shit now? Besides all that,
You can.
how does showing your face or not showing your face affect the argument in question anyway? Some people choose to not show their face for every kind.
Well, it's not like I was, upset that he didn't show his face. It's just I was just asking when was the last time you've shown your face.
But you were implying that he wasn't tough because he didn't show his face in his video. Stop backpedaling and stand by what you mean, you idiot.
Backpedaling? How is he backpedaling? I mean, if anything, he just kind of sits there and doesn't really refute anything and just generally acts like an idiot.
So pretty much like what Sloth, Kuro, and Mav have been doing throughout the entire commentary.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, please, hush, 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 child.
Also, he was just reiterating how he was asking a question, which, technically speaking, that is standing by what he meant, since he's talking about what he actually did, rather than what he was implying with the comment in question. So, yeah, good job at strawmanning the point at hand.
Showing one's face in a YouTube video doesn't make one a bitch.
You're right. Not showing your face on YouTube does not make you a bitch. My thing is, why are you making it seem like I called them a bitch?
Probably because you called him out on hypocrisy for calling you a bitch and decided to say, when's the last time you showed your face on YouTube? Heavily implying that, yes, you think he's a bitch.
He did not flat out say Caden was a bitch for not showing his face. And I love how you yet again act like there's no other possibilities, and that is the end-all be-all of what he meant without having anything substantial to go off of. I mean, you could make a very strong argument that he was trying to imply how he was referring to himself not being a bitch, and that's it, nothing more, nothing less, but didn't know how to properly word that comment to get the point across. That's why it came across as if he was trying to say that Caden was a bitch for not showing his face on YouTube, and why he was denying that this was what he meant when Blaze brought it up. Whether or not that was his real intentions, I don't know, and because the RTB situation is way past irrelevant at this point, I don't really give a shit. The point I'm trying to make here is don't go around assuming shit without anything substantial to go off of.
And this, children, is why we don't take implications as the be-all end-all.
The rest of the video is just him using media clips to try to glorify his so-called ownage on that one flimsy retort.
You're damn right.
And look at what we have amongst those clips. It's a poorly recorded clip of my cameo part in one of Caden's videos. One thing you are not going to do, RTP, is use me as a part of your glorification that didn't even exist. He even stole Caden's outro and attempted to pass it off as his own by plastering images.
Did you really say I try to pass it off as my own? Really? Please show me where. What proof do you have that my motivation was to pass that outro off as my own outro, as if I had created that outro?
Did you ask Caden to use it? Did he say you could? If not, then yes, you are a thief. Now you're under arrest.
Do I even need to do that ha 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 thing?
No.
Okay, didn't think so.
Also, couldn't that logic be applied to, I don't know, every commentary in existence? I mean, did you not ask RTV to comment on this video? I'm gonna guess no, and even if you did for some idiotic reason, you don't need to. Now, you know how he could be a thief? If he wasn't transformative with Caden's outro at all. But making a point that like that would require any degree of logical thinking, which the last 29 minutes of the video have proven to lack.
Alright, lack of thought. No point in going further with the commentary.
I'm not done yet.
Fuck you.
You know, I did wonder where my parasol went. I bet you stole that too.
Screw your parasol, he stole my pen!
This interjection is a perfect example of why this video is awful. So we have Kurumi-fan, in his quiet, never-changing tone, say he stole your parasol? I'm sorry, is this a joke about your Discount Ryoko avatar show? Because, guess what? If it's a reference, and references only work for people that get the reference, and usually making a joke just as a reference is a bad idea. But that's implying this is even a reference to begin with, which I don't know, because then Mav said he stole pen? Seriously, are you guys just naming random objects, and I'm looking way too deep into this in order to try and salvage some meaning from a completely random failed attempt at a joke?
More than likely, yeah, but hey, at least you're not wrong. That and the joke still sucks a ridiculous amount of dick either way, so...
And that's where we'll pull the plug. I'll go first. My god, this video was a fucking shipwreck. I swear, I felt like my entire IQ just plummeted all the way down to negative 10,000.
No, haha, me thinks I saw a video that did some fin recently. Would you happen to know about it, Slothboy? Because I'm beginning to get curious.
This video was full of nothing but slappy points, shitty defenses, and outdated memes. Dude, this community really isn't the place for you if this is how you're gonna be.
Well, this video's definitely made me go flaccid. What with the weak points, strong douchebag-ish presence, and absolutely no clue what you're talking about. Everything my co-op partners said already pretty much sums this up. Now that I got that out of the way, I have a tea party to attend to with my corpse puppets. Steve's making the tea tonight, and I swear to you, the taste is to die for.
And now you're making jokes that I'm assuming are from your Discount Kill the Kill show, which is really getting me curious, and I'm still wondering about that fucking parasol earlier.
Or what the fuck he's doing in the tri-op.
Either one would do.
Or preferably both.
Why not? By the way, your delivery is still shit. I mean, you could have actually spoke up and showed some emotion other than that laugh at the end. But no, let's not kid ourselves. That sounds more like an alien trying to replicate laughter. And maybe, I don't know, actually make points? I mean, for fuck's sake, you had 30 minutes worth of video, and all I remember from you is that you made shitty jokes with no emotion. Honestly, at least Slothboy and Mav attempted to make points.
Though, to be fair, even saying that Mav attempted to make actual points would be too generous given how all of them were points Sloth made right after he just got done making them!
Even then, Crew didn't even have the decency to make an argument anytime. Like, seriously, I get Mav made a lot of jokes, but at least he tried to make arguments. Maybe they were few, but at least I remembered their existence. Unlike you, the only argument I can remember from you is one about the titling of the video, and how it's not right, which even then was just parroting what Slothboy said, which was a shitty point to begin with. It literally came seconds before. You couldn't even fucking try. Seriously, fuck off. Learn to make actual arguments instead of trying to be Mr. Funny Man. The director? Yeah, you keep telling yourselves. Who knows? Maybe one day it'll become true.
Hey guys, I'm here for the combo. Guys?
And just to really fucking make us feel the pain, they throw in a pointless, unfunny cameo from one of the other members in this shitty excuse for a group. There's no real joke. I mean, it's just a standard, hey guys, I'm here for the video! Oh, did I get here late? Thing that everyone else on the face of the planet has done a million times over. But you guys didn't even have Sirius interact with anyone. Just him talking to a void of nothing. Which, now that I think about it, is a good representation for my soul during this entire thing. Or it could just be Ryan's avatar from episode 16. Either one would actually work.
Either way, the video is over, and it's time for our final thoughts. Why don't you go first, Henry?
Well, I can safely say this may be one of the worst commentaries I've ever seen. And that is saying a lot. Not only were the points terrible, not only were the interactions painful to sit through, not only was the editing minimal in the laziest possible way, but the video overall just bored me in such a way that it's amazing I didn't require multiple settings just to keep my sanity intact. The point I'm trying to emphasize here is that your video was awful, Slothboy. You made no attempt to entertain me. The video was a boring view, and I pray to God I never have to sit through it again. Look, Kurumi, Map, I'm not a fan of your videos, something I'm sure you can both figure by the fact that I commentated on both of you, but you could improve. Mav, at least you understand you have to make points and jokes to entertain people. Then just make good ones. Kurumi fan, please stop recording at 3 AM on a school night while you're trying not to wake your mom up, and actually make points. Now, on to the big one. Slothboy494. Slothboy, Slothboy, Slothboy. Look, I've never liked your content. Never. I've never thought you were good. But good God, this video was bad! But you know what? Instead of quickly reiterating what I just already said, let's instead take a trip down to the comments, because if you can't tell from the dislikes, this commentary, and every other inevitable commentary on this video, people didn't like it. So, why don't we see his reaction? Oh hey, you told him to kill himself. Classy. Claim as Spurg and saying he's wrong because he went after Clay Claymore. Well done. And then to follow that up, you call his existence worthless. You're nice, aren't you? You tell Dan Man to overdose on Ritalin. Are you actually serious? There's no reason for this. There's no reason. You're just completely proving how immature you are. And let's just take a guess and say you were trying to do your I'm witty, clever, insult humor thing. No, shut up. Shut up. There's no joke here. You're just telling him to kill himself. What? Why? There's no reason behind it. You made a shitty video. Who cares? You know what? Leave the CC at this point. You're clearly not fit for it. All you're proving right now is that you're an idiot who can't take criticism. And this isn't a joke. Because there's no comedy here. Please. Shut up. I'm done.
Well, I guess it's time for my final thoughts. Kuro, I don't even know what to say about you right now. No, really, I have no fucking idea where to begin because your points were so instantaneously one ear out of the other for me due to your lack of real presence in the commentary. Mav! Yeah, this clip sums everything up in a nutshell.
Wow, you're so funny. Almost as funny as animals having sex. Because sex with animals is hilarious. Especially with me.
But in all seriousness, while you guys did a really weak job with the commentary in your own rights, I agree with Henry that both of you do have potential and you guys can improve, which is way more than what I can say about Sloth at this point. Speaking of, the person I really want to talk about is Sloth, since not only is he the only one I really care enough about to want to do this commentary, he's the main reason why the commentary failed and even ended up making it worse, yes worse, than RTP's original video on Blaze. Sloth, this is the second official commentary I've made on you on my channel, and God knows how many responses I've made towards you at this point on Bobcast before and after it was rebranded as Berserk Podcast, and the endless amount of posts on Ask.fm I've made in response to your posts on Ask.fm. And between the time that I've made my first commentary on you and now, you have not improved at all. In fact, I think you've gotten a lot worse since then. And before I get into my problems with Sloth, I want to address this post that Sloth made on his Ask.fm. Sloth, if you want to be a feminist, fight for women's rights, believe that men are the root of all evil, or do/believe anything you want in an effort to express who you are as a person, cool, awesome, great, you be you. I could give two shits what you do with your life. That's all you, bud. I have never tried, nor will I ever try to change you as a person, since that isn't what I'm concerned about. My concern is, and has always been, your line of thinking, the way you construct your arguments, how you analyze videos and or posts, your attitude, the way you present yourself, and how you accept feedback. This has always been my main issue with you since day one, and my issues with you isn't just with this commentary alone, but with all the commentaries that you've done on both your channel and SOC and your Ask.fm posts in general. You don't know how to actually pay attention to what's going on, and because of this, your points are at best a generic version of what everybody else has already said a bajillion times, and at worst is asinine horseshit that makes so little to no sense at all, to a point where I have no idea what the hell your line of thinking was when you made the point in question. Not only that, but looking at the way you have dealt with the feedback on the most recent SOCCOM, like Henry pointed out, your attitude is absolutely atrocious. Easily the worst I've seen from any commentator since I've started out in the CC almost 3 years ago. It is absolutely astounding to me how you think you can actually give any kind of negative feedback towards others, yet you're so goddamn militant and dismissive when you yourself receive negative feedback on shit you could so easily improve on if you actually took the time and effort to do so. This is why you're the laughingstock of the CC right now. This is why you're being treated like a joke. This is why no one outside of your small circle of friends is taking you seriously. Back when you made that commentary on Ernie's try-up, even though I thought it was not a good commentary at all, even at the video's initial release when everybody was saying that it was a good commentary, I did at least see potential in you since you seemed like you were open to criticism, which is something I genuinely miss from you, Sloth, and you did seem like you were trying to improve because you knew you were in a bad spot, even at that point. But ever since 2016 started, you have pretty much been dragging your feet in the dirt and made no real effort to improve, all because you got tired of not getting the feedback that you've been wanting to get. And honestly, that's pretty goddamn petty given that you did that to yourself by not actually listening to what people were really trying to tell you and actually applying the feedback in question to improve on the things you've been getting criticized for to begin with. Sloth, if this is how you want to present yourself, if this is how your attitude is going to be, then your best course of action is to leave the CC, since there's no point in you making commentaries giving feedback to others only for you to not be able to do that yourself. It really makes no sense for you to be in the CC at this point. I'm done. Commentary over. Huh. You know, that was actually pretty wait a minute. Why are my symptoms coming back? Oh, god damn it, not again! Henry! You son of a bitch!
I mean, I am a man of dishonesty, so you probably should have expected that much.
Because, you know, fuck me, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well, you know what? Fuck you!
Well, shit. At least it wasn't the herpes. Okay, so put the gun in his hand and great! Time to get the fuck out of this shitty country.